party people, it's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant, and I'm here today, and I've got, so February is my birthday month. I don't know if you guys know this, it's me and my significant other's birthday month, and so I have grabbed up out of the Magical Mystery Bead box from Jesse James Beads, the Amethyst Orchard. So Amethyst is February birthstone, if you are unaware. So I thought we would try to make a little something with that today. Let's get on into the video. Okay guys, here we are. And this is Amethyst Orchard. So this is from the Magical Mystery Bead box where they had all of those Pantone colors. And quite honestly, this is the first one that I have used out of there. But I thought February is my birthstone, and so let's just see what they have in here. Okay, so if you hear any meowing or running around, that is Mr. Bunsen. He is down here really just being on one today. I'm trying to be a cat person. Our cat is pretty new. Okay, so we got these wide holes with seed beads on. We've got some larger bead caps. These are the ones that looks like they form onto the beads, which I like those because I like to squish them. It's kind of fun. Oh, I really like these. These are super pretty. Nice. So we got those. Got some more little crystals. I think those would be really pretty for earrings. Got one boho bead in the purple. We got these glass pearls. Pair of crystals. Oh, these are like some little metallic-y ovals. Some more little pearls. Oh, we got these like potato chip spacers. I really like those. I like to stack them like one on top of each other separately, like this. Ooh, whoops. Some little beads and then a few little spacers. And does this guy have a friend? Oh yeah, that guy has a friend. Looks like a check glass. It is. Okay, so that's what comes in the amethyst purple mix. So this is what I'm going to be using to make my project. I'm going to zoom you on out. Now, I am going to try to make a necklace. I have it in my head, but I think that we're going to need these. Ooh, I went the wrong way. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to dump them out anyways. We're going to need these little metal that came in the mystery bead box as well. So I'm just going to dump those out there. And then I'm going to be adding in some amethyst strand. This is from the Thunderhorse Descendant website. I have quite a few amethyst strands listed. I just happened to grab this one up. This one is a faceted like rectangle. And these are $16 a strand. It's a 15-inch strand. So I'm going to be adding that in. And then it looks like we're also going to be using the Jesse James. We're going to have to find ourselves a cool link here. Or not a link, but a clasp. So I will be picking one of those out. But it just so happens that I also need a link for this necklace. So maybe I'll just grab that while I'm in here too. Let's see. I mean, I think this would be a cute link. Just looking. These all look like toggle clasps, except for these larger guys right here. Oh, there's a few magnetic ones I got. So, this was interesting. Maybe I want to use that one instead. I'm going to use that one. That's going to be, I'm going to use this as a link. But I prefer for myself, and this is actually going to be for myself for my birthday. So I prefer to have a lobster or an Old Faithful clasp, just because I'm really rough and tough on my jewelry and I want to make sure it doesn't fall off. So I'm going to have to grab up one of those. Anywho, let me grab one of those and we'll get this party started. Alright guys, let's get this birthday necklace started. What I'm going to use is a little soft flex. I have heavy. I don't know that I would need heavy, but this is just what I have over here. And I am going to just take about 8 inches. Because I plan to start this off, I plan to make a little 6-inch piece, like about 6 inches. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just putting on my crimp bead, put my jump ring on there, and go back through there. And I'm not going to use a wire guardian for this. I am just going to crimp this here. So I'm going to make sure that these are not twisted, that they are where I want them. I'm going to go in with my crimp, and I'm going to first crimp in the lip side and then to the eye side. And there we go. The crimp. Now I am going to use a bead cover. Oh, I thought that was 2. It's only 1. Okay, I'm going to use a bead cover. And I'm just going to cover this up. Alright, now I'm just going to make a little 6-inch piece of beading here. So I want to start out with some of these little smaller ones. Oh, I did grab up some of these check glass, milky, check, whatever, white beads. Which you can also find these on Jesse James Beads as well. Or they were available on there. They should be on there. And I just had some extra left over from a project. And I'm like, well, might as well use them up. I think they'll look nice in this necklace. So maybe I'll start with one of those. And we'll see if it can cover this up. We're just going to do, you know, some stringing here. But I'm going to do a little piece, and then I'm going to connect it to this link, and we're going to go from there. There isn't really a focal on this necklace. That doesn't want to fit in there. There isn't really like a, you know, a pendant or anything for this necklace, but I figured the beads were probably pretty enough that I might not need one. Alright. So I am going to put a little amethyst up here because I think that this is going to help to help with like the weight of our necklace. So I'm just kind of stringing whatever I want on here, you know. But I want there to be a little weight up top here because I think we're going to get a little heavy as we move further along into the rest of the necklace. So I'm just putting a few here. for weight purposes. And I'm just doing whatever I want. There's no rhyme or reason here that I'm doing. And I would say that's probably good. And I am going to end with one of these check because I know that I can get my wire back up through there. Probably won't be able to get it through this one. And I generally, oh yeah, I can. I can get it through the amethyst. Okay, so I'm going to put a crimp bead, tube, whatever you're using. And I'm going to take this toggle, I'm going to go through the top loop. And again, I am just going to go back through this bead, crimp bead. It's kind of a tight fit with that heavy duty wire. Get on there, you. There we go. And, oh, then I just pulled it off. Well, you know, with first you don't succeed. Try again. Oh, easy peasy that time. I'm going to go through this check glass, and then I'm going to go through the amethyst as well. And then I'm just going to tug everything tight. Not too tight. I want there to be enough space here where this is still going to be able to move a little bit. And I am going to crimp and add a bead cover, so I'm going to, you know, leave enough space for that. You don't want these to be so tight that they don't move at all, because you want your beads to be able to breathe a little bit, you know. So just give that, I gotta have a little more, and this is really being kind of, there we go, I felt it move. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crimp here. And before I put on my bead cover, I'm going to trim this off. I want to pull everything down so it's up against that bead, and I want to get as close to that amethyst as I can. So then when I pull it down a little bit and I put on my bead cover, which is going to take up a little space there, in essence, it's going to pull that thread that has a possibility of sticking out that beading wire into the bead, and therefore it shouldn't stick out of there, you know what I mean? So, oh, you gotta be on the bead, you gotta put your crimp bead on top of your crimp tube. Oop. And commit to the crimp. You have to commit to the crimp. It's just like flipping eggs. You got to do it. All right, so now we got this portion. Let's see. Can I zoom you out a little so you can see the whole works here? Oh, yeah. So this is going to be where we're going to connect our lobster. Just put this here for visualization. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 2 strands off of here and around. I'm going to use all of these beads, so it's going to be quite an intensive stringing project. So I want it to be kind of like mid-length. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 16 inches. Well, I'm going to take 17 to account for the crimping. So I'm going to take 17 inches on the first one. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to take 19 inches on the second one. And that is giving an inch for crimping and, you know, cutting and all that on both sides. And now I can get this out of the way. And I'm going to connect both of these to here. And we are just going to do that the same way with our little crimp bead. And we're going to go around. So this is with the shorter of the strands, I think. Oh no, this is the longer one. Okay, this is the longer one. And we're going to go in here through that tube. Which apparently is just a big old struggle for me today. And pull that down. And I also want these to be able to move. I don't want these to be tight because this is where most of the movement of our necklace is going to come in. So I'm just going to crimp right there. And there's what our crimp looks like. And I am going to put on a bead cap. Cover, sorry, bead cover. Should just put some of these out here. Okay. Put that on there. And commit to the crimping. To the squish. You gotta commit to the squish. Okay, move you guys down a little bit. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start adding beads. Okay. So there is no rhyme or reason here. I just really like all of these beads, and I like the amethyst. I like. Is that one gonna be problematic? I like the amethyst. I like the purple. And I'm just going to add them on there however I want. Because no rules. So, here I go. Now, I will say, these bigger ones, I'm going to put more, there's 2 of everything. So maybe what I should do is I should split them up. I'll put, so that we got 1 of each type of bead here in each strand, because we're doing 2 strands. So I probably should do that. Now, I don't know that I'm going to use these. This is for me, so maybe I will use them. I just get real fearful of glass pearls because they get scratched up, and I'm sure there's like a coating or something you can probably put on them, but I don't know. I get afraid. I am fearful. So here we go. So I'll save these for the other one. I am going to put this boho. Put the boho on there right here. There is only 1 of those, but I think it's going to be cool because this is kind of coming down here. And we'll just start adding them in. And I'm just using mixed metal. and going however I want to go. So I'm going to keep going here. Since there's no rhyme or reason to this, I will meet you guys back up at the top where we will connect to the lobster claw. Okay, so we are back at the top here, and we are going to do some crimping. So you're just going to put on your crimp tube and go through your lobster claw. And the only thing that I can say about this project is that you're going to want to make sure you're doing the crimping, because there's a lot of crimping in this project, and it's part of what's holding your whole, holding your whole business together here. So you don't want to be scrimping on the crimping, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I hear Jake toes. So we'll just crimp right here. We'll make sure everything has enough room to move around. And then we'll do the crimp. Jake is signaling to me that he has got to go outside. So, yeah. It's my coonhound. So we will do the crimp, and then we'll come back. And I will, we'll move on to the second strand after old Jakerson here has been to the potty. Let me put this bead cover on Jake and we'll go. Oh, here comes Bunsen to join in the fun. He says, oh, are you guys going somewhere? It's like, can your mother do nothing? I guess the answer to that is no. Okay, do a little bead cover. All right. Let me just move you up a little bit here. So, it's supposed to go like this. We have the first round on. Let me get these out of the way. We have the first round on. And this one was actually the longer strand. This was the 19 inches. So quite honestly, now that I'm seeing it, I think I want to go longer. I was going to go inside and have it be shorter. But now I think, oh, maybe not. If we went on the outside, no. Maybe I'll keep it with the short one. I'll keep it with the short one. I just was like, So then we'll come back. When I come back in, we're going to go here and we're going to go to the second one. So I'll see you in just a minute. And we're back. All right. So I got this one started and I'm just going to finish up putting on these beads to start the second strand. And again, with this side, there will be no rhyme or reason to it. Just fun. I am putting on a little smaller beads here because I don't want them to be competing for that space over that big boho bead. So I am doing a little smaller beads till we get past that. And just going around. Now I did decide, since this is for me, I am going to use these glass pearls. If these caps fit on there, okay. Shit. Looks like they do. I don't really mind that too much because, you know, for the most part, most of the pearl is protected. But I just get a little weird about that glass pearl situation. And again, I'm putting most of the Jesse James beads in the amethyst down here in the, you know, where it's going to be the most seen. And some of these more cool, like, really nice. They look like they're tiara cast, honestly. I don't know if they are. It kind of looks that way. I'm going to put this other pearl on down here more towards the bottom because I don't want it up here real close to my neck area when I'm wearing it. Looks like I got an extra bead cap there. And I better put on a little bronze, red bronze here. And then I'll put on these little potato chips. When I do the potato chips, I do them opposite way because I just think that it looks cool. These little wavy ones, I don't know if they work quite the same way because they're not as bowed out, but you could do a few of them in a row if you wanted. I got some little of these white glass hanging out over here. As well use that last little washer. Okay. And now I'm just going to add my crimp bead. Zoom in for this part. So I'm going to add my crimp bead. Ooh. And go through the lobster again. Okay. And you could always put, you know, a jump ring on there or whatever. Just go back through here. And can everything move around? It looks like it can. Might even be able to move around a little bit much. So I'm going to pull it a little tighter. And then we will crimp. And oh, need a bead cover for that one. snip off this little tail. And trying to smush him, and he keeps running away from me. There we go. Hey, I think we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, I like it. So I am going to add an extender, because then if I did want to wear it a little longer, I could do that. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of using like a little extender chain, I am going to just use a few of these oval jump rings. And we're just going to do a little bit of connecting here. Kind of making our own chain. I don't know how many I'll do. Maybe 2 more. Make our own little chain. And then on this one, I would like to put a little something. Do I have a little something? I just got a little size 6 seed bead here. There we go. And that way, if I wanted to wear it a little longer, I could do that. And then I might even add a little charm onto this ring, maybe? A little something, a little charm. Okay, guys, last step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little feather charm, and I'm going to get myself a 10mm oval jump ring. And I am going to hook it behind here. Ever so carefully. It's not the best of angles. Ooh. Got him on there though. All right. So it should hang just like that. Oh yeah, I like it. All right, guys, I'll get you some little photos and I'll get you a little video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you again next time. Please support your girl by giving this video a share, a thumbs up, leave a comment. Let me know if you like this little feather on there or not. I really think it's quite lovely. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.